Hey everyone, welcome back, y'all. Oh my gosh, it is already August. I cannot believe it. So, we are going to go through our debt update, y'all. I did add some things into my debt. So, big breath. With that being said, I'm also going to speak about my student loan, which I have never spoke about on here. I've never given you my numbers. I don't have it on my debt sheet. I'll explain why. And we're going to go through all these numbers, what I have added and what I am close to paying off. After that, I have my paycheck payout here for my bills for the month. Also got some really exciting news on that as well. So here's what I'm going to do, y'all. I'm going to go through my debt with you first. Then I'm going to speak on behalf of my student loan. I will give you the information for that. I'm also going to explain a little weird things that have happened in the past week or two now. And it's just really strange. I will be adding some extra envelopes into one of my binders here coming up. I'll explain why I'm talking about that in this debt and paycheck for August 3rd, y'all. I get paid once a month, which means I need to take all the money that I get paid and I need to debit it out throughout the entire month. So I have to be pretty strict on where I put my money and make sure my bills are paid. The reason you don't see me stuff my bills is for the fact it is automatically withdrawn out of my checking account every single month on the 3rd, like clockwork. I do have a couple of bills that are kind of straggling along, a couple of them that I've already taken care of that I've done in an annual payment, so they won't be on here. You're not going to see my subscriptions on here. I'll explain that why, with the exception of just one at the moment, when we get to my paycheck. So, with that being said, let's go over my debts for August. Now, it says August 3, but this is for the entire month of August. I have an iPhone SE. It is currently at $279, y'all. I get a $20 credit because it was a free line that I opened up. And with that line, it's not actually free, I shouldn't say that. I got a free phone on that line. I am giving a $20 credit every single month. I don't pay this $20. Verizon just credits my account the $20, and it is being slowly but surely taking it off my iPhone. Again, I have an iPhone SE 64 gig. Y'all, I didn't realize when I was starting to do iPhones and phones, I didn't understand how much space things take up on your iPhone. So I recommend don't ever go with the 64 gig. Always increase. But with that being said, after the payment goes through on the 3rd, on Wednesday, my balance will be $259. Again, I have not paid for any of this. This is not actually a debt per se, unless I drop my Verizon account, which I won't do. There are 7 of us on the account. My daughter, Tori, who's 23, her boyfriend's on the account as well. Both my parents are on my account. Myself, my son Philip, my daughter Danya is on the account, and you'll be seeing what else is coming up here shortly. So Philip has the same iPhone, same gig plan, 64 gigs on his phone. And just so you know, iPhones cannot be upgraded. There is no SD slot. We cannot increase the space on our iPhones, and I think that kind of sucks, but it is what it is. So with his, he also gets a $20 credit. He is currently standing at $119 before his phone is paid off. He's getting a $20 credit through Verizon. And after that is paid on Wednesday, the 3rd, he will only owe $99 on his phone. So I can have a few options here in a minute of what I might be doing. I may just go ahead and let him keep that. Jessica has friends now, and she is the only one in the house that doesn't currently have an iPhone. I do know you can make Wi-Fi calls and things like that where it's free and items like that. So I'm taking that into consideration as well. The next that we have is actually my daughter Danya. Now, her phone is an upgrade. It is not on credit. I do have to pay for it. I'm only opted to pay $12 per month. I got a half coupon on payments for her phone. And I bought the phone for her in April for her birthday. However, I'm paying $20. I'm going to pay over what it is. Her current standing bill is $726. She has the Samsung Galaxy FE, and she has a 256 gigabyte phone. It's the max out. I maxed her out. So it's going to be a lot more expensive. It'll be $706 after the $20 payment that is coming out of my actual bank account is made. Now, with Verizon, the thing I do like about them, there is 0 APR throughout the entire payment plan. I have no interest rate to pay at all. So that is for Danya's Galaxy phone. Then we're going to drop down to my Affirm account, y'all. I put some extra things on Affirm. So I pretty much maxed out my Affirm account just about. It is sitting at $1,086. Y'all, I'm not stressing over it. Altogether, my payment is literally $100 per month. So I'm not really stressing at all about that. It is going to be down to $986. Now, is there interest on Affirm? Absolutely. But a couple of my options that I did pay with my Affirm account has a 0 APR. I will have this paid off pretty quickly. It's not a big deal. My son's Oculus headset is on there. I put some of those fabric drawers that you put into the cubby systems on there. In fact, I bought 3 of the 9 cubby systems. Y'all, I am loving it. I'm going to change out some more things in my house to cubby systems. I got rid of the dressers. I got 1 dresser left to go to get rid of. And everything is going to these cubby systems. I hate dressers. They're big, they're bulky, they're hard to move. And when you go to move, it takes up less space if you're moving little cubby systems into the truck versus trying to move heavy, oblong dressers. So that is what we're all moving into, and I absolutely love it. It helps to section off the different clothing items and things like that. So we're going to be down to $986 as of the 3rd. Now, you'll see I have one here for $716. That is for a First Premier bank card that has been on my credit report. I have no idea how long. It has not been the 7 to 10 years where it would fall off. And I have got the letter coming to me from First Premier Bank, and we're going to make a deal to pay this down. I don't know if I'm going to have to go into a payment plan or if they're able to cut it in half and I pay the half and it's paid off. I don't know what it is. We're going to negotiate. With that being said, it's because I don't know where this card came from. I don't remember it. I don't know if it was during me being married to my ex-husband. I don't know what it is. So I'm going to get the verification paperwork, and then we're going to go from there. So as of right now, I don't have a payment plan in here, but I'm kind of negotiating what it could possibly be. I'm not sure. But with that being said, I'm going to wait for that to come in and let me know what's going on. The new debt that I have on here is an iPad. It is an iPad 9th generation, 256 gigabyte. That is coming in through Verizon. Again, there is going to be no APR in it, so I don't have any extra interest rate. It is $640. I will have to pay taxes and all that on it, but the taxes aren't due until September. That'll be, I believe it was $54 or $56. I only have to pay $15 per month, y'all, until it's paid off. After I pay what I need to and all the fees and things like that that is going to be associated with it, and I make the $15 payment and the full bit, the calculation came down to $525. So I will get that paid off pretty quickly. Now, with that iPad, I did elect, because it is a Wi-Fi iPad only, I did elect to put a cell data on it. Why? Because Jessica is always using everybody's phones while she's talking to friends and she's playing games. So for her to have somebody to talk to without asking for my phone, Danya's phone, or Philip's phone, she now will have part ownership of my iPad to be able to do that. Now, why would I buy an iPad versus a phone? Y'all, I could buy another phone, and that's fine. I could have. But I really, really been wanting an iPad for the longest time. It is something that us in the blind community use. We use VoiceOver. I use that on my iPhone, which is I'm currently recording on, and things like that. I wanted an iPad. So I believe it's a 10.2 inch. I will be getting the case actually through Amazon because I can get a really nice rotating, I think it's 360 rotating case for like $15 or $17 versus trying to buy one on Verizon for $80. That wasn't going to happen. So I didn't have to pay any upfront cost. I have perfect credit with Verizon. I've never missed a payment. I've got now 8 accounts open with Verizon when it comes to my phone lines. I've got 8 lines open, I should say, not accounts. So that is what we have. Now let's talk about my student loans. Y'all, I have a bachelor's degree in psychology. I also have a bachelor's degree in criminal justice. I have 2 master's degrees as well. I have a master's in education, and I have a master's in clinical psychology with the emphasis on dealing with children with special needs. So, yeah, I took out a lot of loans. With that being said, my loans came out to $141,090, I believe it was. I think it was 90 cents. Okay, so why don't I have that listed here? Due to the fact that I have an eye condition called retinitis pigmentosa, it's also called RP for short. It is a degenerative eye disease which literally kills the cells behind your eye on your retina. So your retina, if the eye doctors look through your eye into the back of your eye, your retina would be smooth. People with retinitis pigmentosa, the back of my retina looks like a sponge, which means it's got a bunch of holes in it and my cells behind my eyes are dying. Now, that is a condition I was born with. I was diagnosed at the age of 6, and usually people lose their sight rather rapidly. It usually starts with night blindness, then it goes into what we call a tunnel vision, where you can see forward but you don't have any peripheral, and it just finally gets smaller and smaller and smaller until you lose light perception, light sensitivity, shading, shattering, things like that. Right now I am currently in the stage, and I've got lucky because I'm older in life now, that I didn't lose my eyesight quick enough. I've been losing it slowly and slowly and slowly, and it's affected my work. I used to be an EFMP officer for the military, and I worked across 3 of the branches. For the Army was my main. I also worked for the Marines, and I also worked for the Air Force. So, being an EFMP officer and being traveling nonstop constantly, I had a lot of responsibilities and a lot of things I had to do. But losing my eyesight wasn't something that I wanted to happen, but it was something I knew was going to happen and prepare for. I just got lucky that I'm losing it later in life. So, with that being said, I have the paperwork for the Department of Education. They have finally 100%, it's been 3 years in the making, released me from every single loan, and they have given me a permanent disability discharge of my loans, which means the $141,000 and I believe 90 cents is no longer on me. It is completely wiped clean. So that is why I don't have student loans. That is why you're not seeing any debt, because I was not authorized to even make a payment. And as of July 15th was my 3 years of waiting to make sure that there was nothing else that can be done and that I wasn't going to gain my sight back. There is no actual known cure for retinitis pigmentosa. I don't think there ever will be, but if there is, it'd be great. If not, but in the future, if there ever was, and I was able to get my sight restored fully, I would still own no loans, because it is a 3-year process you have to go through. And July 15th was my 3 years. So from July 2019 to July 2022. So I currently owe 0 loans now. So that is why you don't ever see anything with student loans with me. So with that being said, I can no longer work because I cannot see well enough to do so. And it's a pain in the butt. I prefer to work. I would prefer to be able to drive. It's not an option. I can't even make out things at the grocery store. I cannot walk by myself anymore. I need assistance, or I need to use a cane. And I've had a CNI dog in the past who was retired and has passed on since then. So it is what it is, and I have a new way of doing things in life. So with that being said, I will be showing you my CCTV this week and speaking more about that situation as well, so that you understand. So now we're going to move into our bills, y'all, and our bills have gone up. Our utilities have gone up. It's getting crazy. But today we are hitting, I think 97 was a high today. Tomorrow is 99 or 100. We have been hitting the mid to high 90s into the hundreds for the last multiple weeks. This is ridiculous. They say July is not the hottest month of the year, that August is. If August is anything like July, oh my gosh, I'm not leaving the house. My air conditioning is running nonstop. I don't allow my house to get above 74 degrees in the summertime. I don't allow it to get lower than 68 in the winter. I really like cold weather, but my kids don't particularly care for cold weather, but they don't like it hot either. So my utility bill has significantly gone up. Now, my rent is still $750. It's actually $650, which my landlord knows everything about me, knows my history. He has not raised my rent, but I do have to pay an extra $100 year-round for my yard work to be done. And yard work is not done year-round, but my guys start usually in March or April, depending on if there's snow or not, and how high the grass is, and they go through all the way through October. But I am obligated to pay $100 even on the off months to kind of set off some extra costs and things like that. So $750 is my rent. Then we go down to my utilities. Oh my gosh, y'all. My electric has gone up to $310. The remaining $150 is my gas bill, and it is astronomical. Nothing I can do about it. Nothing I'm going to do about it. It's just what it is. Budget billing really isn't working for me, and at the end of the year, they're going to pile on anything that is overage onto me, and I'm going to have to pay that off, and I don't want that anymore. So I'm canceling my budget billing. I'm not going to deal with it anymore. So the next one is my Xfinity bill. That has gone up a little bit. Me and my son watched a movie. Me, my son, and my daughter watched a movie. Halfway through, we didn't get fully through that one. I may just go ahead and re-rent it. It was only $4. And then I spoke with them because I wanted a second DVR box for Danya's room. She really watches a lot of TV. She is a human couch potato. And her new DVR box that records her shows and all that, and she can watch all the cable in her room that she wants, that I get in the living room, was only going to cost me an extra $7.50. So I went ahead and jumped on it. That will be here either today or tomorrow via UPS. It is shipping for free. So that was the reason that that's been up a little bit. Then you're going to see my credit builder account. I have been paying on that since April 3rd of this year. I have a 1-year agreement with them. I'm paying $150 every month for 12 months. At the end of that 12 months, they will give me back, out of the $1,800 I pay in, they will give me back $1,664 and some odd change. It's helping to build my credit, y'all. I've jumped 19 points since April 3rd. So, woohoo, I'm going in the right direction. I don't have hardly any credit, so that's part of the problem. And the 2 credit cards I have on me, one has already been dissolved. The second one is the one that we just spoke about that I have to get dissolved. And then after that, I have nothing on me. I have no credit. So I need to build it. So with that being said, I'm hoping that credit card comes off really quick that I paid off. I'm submitting that form this week. And after that, we should be going up in points again. So that is what that is for. My next one down is, what is it? Verizon. And Verizon's up a little high because I've got the iPad coming in. I added that on. That's an extra $35 per month. In fact, I think it increased $1. It's $36 per month now. So I have that. Now, I got rid of a lot of streaming services, but let me explain something. Because I'm with Verizon, I get the Disney bundle for free. I used to pay for Disney for my grandkids. Now I get it for free. I used to pay for Hulu, but now that's part of the Disney bundle that I'm getting through Verizon for free. I am dropping Netflix. It's ridiculous. They won't stop going up in price. I'm not playing their game. So Netflix is canceled, and I won't have a next Netflix bill next month. Also, HBO Max, I'm not paying for that. It was $16.99 a month. I don't pay for that anymore because not DirecTV. Oh my gosh, that's my mom's. I just said Xfinity. My mom has DirecTV. I keep trying to, talk to her about other things, but she doesn't have Xfinity where she's at. Xfinity does give you HBO Max if you're certain tiers on Xfinity. In my package, I get HBO Max for free, so I don't have to pay the $15.99 or the $16.99 for that. So I get that completely free. And then the last one was Discovery Plus. I had originally dropped that, but Verizon gave me an offer where I can get 6 months of it for free. on Verizon. After that, I will pay the $6.99. And y'all, I'm gonna be real honest. We do a lot of TV watching. We love cable. We got these streaming apps now, pretty much almost all for free, with the exception of Discovery Plus will be $6.99 after the 6-month subscription. We just started it here in July, so in January I will be paying $6.99 for that each month, and I may be keeping that because we had it before and then I got rid of it, and then you know what, if I only have to pay $7 a month for subscriptions and that's it, versus what I was paying for all the other subscriptions, then I'm good. Now, you're not going to see anything from Amazon on here. I'm paying that in full this week on Wednesday. I'm paying the $140, and then I will have the 1 year of my Prime instead of going by month, because the month was up to $16 and almost $17 per month now if you do it on a monthly basis. So you won't see that. Walmart and Instacart have been shut off because my daughter's here, and I will turn that back on when she leaves. And when she leaves, I will have enough money for Walmart and Instacart ready to reinstate, and I will do a 1 year agreement on each. I'll pay $100 1 month for Instacart, $100 1 month for Walmart, and be done. So we have all those will be done. Groceries is usually $800. We are doing a prep pantry challenge, or a pantry challenge for most of you. I have a prep pantry, but I have a pantry as well. So instead of $800 this month, I'm going to take $400 off the top. That's going to go to my emergency binder. I think I'm going to go back to stuffing that once a week versus at the end of the month. And the other $400 is what we're going to use for groceries. We're going to top it off at $100 per week. Fingers crossed, y'all, I can do that in $100. Hopefully I don't go over, because the prices are just not going to go down. Okay, so we've got that one. I have $100 going into Affirm. That's what I'm going to be paying. They want you to pay over time. The interest rate are ridiculously low. And for example, I did get my son's Oculus headset with a 4-year warranty for $476 through Affirm. I pay just under $35 per month. And then my interest for each month, y'all, is like $4.95. So it's not an interest that collects a lot. I think in total it was less than or right around the $55 to $60 mark if I took the entire time to pay off the entire year. I'm not going to do that. I'll end up paying it down a lot faster. I'll save a little bit of money. It's not going to save me a whole ton, but I'll save some. So my bills come out to $2,643, it looks like. Is it 3? Why would it be 3? Okay. Well, that's what it is. I got to count everything up. $2,643 for the month, and that is what it is. Now, let me explain something real quick, because I did say I was going to add some extra envelopes coming in this week. I am going to add in a washer and dryer envelope, and I'm also going to add in a refrigerator envelope. And the reason for this is my refrigerator started to go out. I've had my refrigerator for about 3.5 years. It's an LG. I love it. It's big. It's huge. It's 25.6 cubic feet. It is massive, y'all. It's stainless steel. It started to act like it was going to go out. I swear it sounded like the air compressor was going out. I called LG because I'd already paid for it. Y'all, I didn't buy an extended warranty. Shame on me. But it has a 10-year warranty on all its parts. So I called them up. I'm registered through them. They were willing to send somebody out. I would have to pay for labor, but I did not have to pay for the part. I said, okay. They set up all the information, and then I had to cancel it. And the reason for that is my refrigerator started working just fine again. It may have just been, quote-unquote, overloaded. My daughter had told me that. My daughter, Tori, was like, Mom, maybe it's overloaded. Y'all, we have so much food in there. It's ridiculous. We have so much food in our freezers downstairs, our 3 deep freezers. It's ridiculous. But we're thankful to have that much food. So it started to work fine. Next thing I know, my washer started to act funny. And I have a 1 year extended warranty on that. It ends in September, y'all. I'm like, oh my gosh. I might be looking for another extension for a warranty for that. I'll see. It's only a year old. I bought it straight out, cash in hand. And I'm going to see if I can find an additional extended warranty for that. It wasn't, the water wasn't coming out of the washer. And we couldn't figure out what was going on. And then the rinse wasn't coming out of the washer. After we got the washer, because I thought the water had been shut off by the main line. I thought they were doing work on the water, like the water company was doing work. And then found out that my water just started pumping out of nowhere after I'd already set up the repair for that. So I was like, okay, let's not have something else go out. So the washer was having issues, then the refrigerator, and then the washer, and then all of a sudden my trash stopped getting picked up. And I thought, what the heck? So I called the trash company. I got a letter saying that I was overdue by $35. And I was like, no way. I had a $14 credit. There's no way. Called the trash company. They said, no, there's no reason we should have missed your trash. I actually spoke to the head manager. Somehow I got him in the call versus just a regular representative. He came on. He says, I'm going to fix this for you really quickly. Not only are we picking up your trash, he was going to pick it up the next day, and they ended up picking up the same day. He was going to have the guy pick up the extra trash bag that was on the side that was originally going to cost me $3.50 per any extra trash bag that's outside the can. I have to pay for in advance. He says, no, ma'am, you're not going to pay that cost. We're going to cover that too. He said, and for the next 3 months, you're not paying us a dime. You do have to pay the sales tax. I can't take that off. So if you just give us $13.06 on August 4th, you will have your trash bill paid in full for the next 3 months on us, courtesy of us, because we shut you off and we didn't mean to do it. I did have a $14 credit, but he said the man accidentally put it in as a $14 charge. So in the end, my trash is free for the next 3 months, so you won't see a trash bill on here either. So I did not play the lottery like I should have. Maybe I would have been one of those billionaire winners. But I think if I had all this happening to me and everything came out fine and I didn't need to spend anything out of pocket, my next step is to play the lottery or get a scratcher ticket. Do something. But with all that being said, you won't see the trash bill on here for the next 3 months either. So I am going to start a fund for another refrigerator. One, in case this one does end up going out for some reason and they cannot repair it, it's beyond repair. Two, because I really want my second refrigerator back, but I don't want to pay out the rear to do it. So I'm going to pay over time until I can get a new refrigerator, because I want it to hold the drinks and the backflow of all of our veggies and fruits and things like that, because our refrigerators, even though it's big as it is, it's not big enough. I'm going to start a fund for a washer dryer as well, just in case anything hits the fan and I don't want to have to pull from the emergency fund or anything of that sort. So I'm going to start that as well. So those are the extra envelopes you'll be seeing in this upcoming videos this week. And I'm sorry to keep you guys so long, but I had to explain that at the very end. I just thought, oh my gosh, third time. And usually to third time and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm just domino effect. But this time around, it all came in my favor. So if you have any questions, concerns, comments, suggestions, anything that you think I've missed, anything you'd like to add, please leave it in the comment section down below. I'll speak with you there. Till next time, always remember to stay safe. Have a great Monday. Without Limits Budgets is out.